stroke is good. Good. Get it all the way back here. Push down and turn. First off, you got very good hand-eye coordination, and I like that you want to hit on the rise, but you got to work it. The footwork. If you don't dance and prance, the timing will always be influenced. Stretch it back. I actually like this back. He actually has a shorter stroke than Kai and keeps it on that side of his body. So I like where this is headed. That's what concerns me. You've got to work those feet, little guy. Set your racket. I like it. I like the backhand. Now, the first correction. I would like to see your right arm straight, or your right arm like that when you take it back. It's still a little bent, because in theory, the best way to do the backhand, right arm straight, left elbow bent, racket head above the wrist. So you still have a little bend in the right, so when you take it back, get your arm a little straighter. Get all the way back here, now pull it. But remember what I said at the beginning of the lesson, bend. Little steps. Okay, here's the deal. I might have done this with your brother. Every time, no matter if I hit it high or low, fast or slow, every time. Let's say you got to make 5 steps. Every time.
You get that?
You got to do 5, even if you only have to do 1. Every time you got to pump your feet 5 times prior to hitting. Here we go. As quick as you can. That was it. Again. Ready? Do 5. Again. Watch me. Look. Show me how quick you can do that. Do that again. All right, here we go. Now do 5. Again. Now do 5. Count it forward. Good. Quick as you can. Watch this. Now, when we bend, the first thing that jumps out of me, no, you're doing good. When you bend, you always want to bend at the knees on your backhand. First thing that jumps out at me, the way you're rotating your body, is you bend over at the waist, okay? And so when you bend at the waist, okay, you can't really rotate the hips properly. He's bending too much at the waist, so then this happens. When I bend at the waist, then he hits the ball like this. See how it does? The shoulders go that way. When you bend at the knees, now I can turn my hips correctly, and I keep the shoulders level, boom, right through the ball. So, the moral of this story, by you bending incorrectly, because you are trying to bend more, I give you credit for that, but he's bending at the waist. You're not bending at the knees. See, when you bend at the knees, look, then when I turn, see my hips go fast. But when you bend like this, okay, and he goes to hit it, it's gonna go like that. So if people are saying you're leaning back or da-da-da-da-da, it's because of that stuff. So, bend at the knees, not at the waist. Set your racket. Attaboy. Good shot. Bend your knees. So it's kind of a tricky one, because on one hand, you want to bend, but you want to keep the upper body straight. See, that's where he gets confused. He says, I almost like him to be like this, but I want him to go like that. He's like this, and then when he bends, he goes like that. So bend at the knees, but keep the upper body straight. Does that make sense? Come on. Sit in the chair, sit in the chair. There you go. Stroke's pretty good. Get your weight to go into the ball. Again. Again. Great coordination. The new forehand. Forget your arm. Don't even swing at it. Just bend and turn. Watch this. Forget your arm. Watch. I'm not even going to do anything with my arm. I'll just turn. Watch it. In your mind, just forget your arm. Do that again. But you got to bend your knees. It has to start from down. Better. You're thinking. The backhand, set your racket. Good try. Work the feet. Push down. Now turn the hip. Too close. That's why you tilted back. Come on. See how you just like this. Look. He just needs exercise. You just need exercises of how to go like that. The bending and the snapping of the hips. You've got to be able to snap those hips. That was actually pretty good. It was too far from the ball. That was actually good. Pretty good job. Pretty good job. That's not bad. I like your backhand. Do not swing at this ball. Just turn. Do that again. Good. Just turn with massive energy. See, I know you're going, that feels weird. You know what? You got to incorporate this. You got to incorporate. It's a blend. The leg starts the engine, then the hip, then the shoulder, then it all comes out the arm. The arm doesn't run the show. Ready? Do your backhand. Bend at the knees, snap your hips. That was actually very good. Do it again.
Hey, Kai, balls. Balls.
Awesome. Grab a quick drink. We got to reload.